give your heart to me. I can never let you go. Unless you gon' do me dirty, then baby I gotta let you know. Would you do your part for me? But they tell me no. Ain't nobody else concern me what they see.
What's good, people? Welcome back to AK's World. Before we even get into the video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. You that's listening there with that babe, go and like. Don't be acting up for her, go and like. Also, follow my socials below. Yeah, if I haven't mentioned it already, let me just say this now, yeah. My old account got hacked. Yeah. So, in fact, that's even a funny story. I might even do a story time on that one, but at the time it was not funny. But yeah, this is my new stuff. So yeah, so today I'm going to be doing a story time about how I got my heart broken at age 14. So yeah, get ready, guys. This is a good one. This is a good one, guys. Bro, the L's I used to take back in the day, that 2018 was not my year. This happened 2018. 2018 was the year of character building, serious character building. Like, the things I went to that year, serious character building. That for real. Yeah, this is the story of how I got my heart broken at 14. So cool, let me give some context, yeah. Let me name the girl Sarah. That's not her real name, but I'm just gonna name her Sarah for the video. So I knew Sarah when I was a child, yeah. Like I used to play football with her. Yeah, I used to play football with her, and she would come and stay with her cousins. Her cousins lived across the road from me, and she would come and stay with her cousins weekends, holidays, things like that. And when she came, I'll play football with her cousins, and the other neighbors and stuff. So that's how I met her, yeah. Yeah, I think I stopped going outside to play football. So I didn't see her for years, yeah. Then in year 9, I got Snap in year 9, yeah. So then I think it was either in year 9 or year 10, yeah. I saw her on someone's Snap and I was just like, oh damn, that's her. Like I recognized her because she still looked the same after all the years. So I was just like, oh, is that so and so? Is that Sarah? And then my friend popped up saying, yeah, it is Sarah. I was just like, oh, send me her Snap. So then like we reconnected and all of that. It was good, it was vibes, it was chill. So fast forward, I'm pretty sure it was sometime in year 9, maybe near the beginning. No, I think it was sometime in year 9, probably near the end. It was either end of year 9 or beginning of year 10. So yeah, we rekindled the friendship, all of that, started talking again, but like we never actually met in person again until like a while later. That's coming up. Before I mention that, I have to mention Sarah had this best friend, yeah. Let me call her Millie, yeah. She had this best friend called Millie. I don't know what was wrong with me at the time, but like I don't even know why me and Millie were friends. Like, she's not the kind of person I'd usually be friends with. I'm really picky with my friends here. Even back then, when I didn't have sense, I was still picky with my friends. Like, this girl, this me girl, she was just bad vibes, I'll be real. Just one Oyinbo Pepper who just fetishized black men. And she just wasn't my kind of person. So yes, I don't even know why we were friends, but we were friends. And as my guys know, yeah, in fact, the girls probably even know this. Your partner's best friend, so many times. So it's been that best friend has been the downfall of so many of us. That best friend has been the thorn of our side. That best friend that's always adding their 2p. In fact, my future baby, if she asks for £5 for her nails, I'm giving her £4.98 so that her best friend can go and give her the extra 2p she always likes to chip in. But anyway, in fact, God forbid she'll have that kind of best friend. But anyway, you know that the best friends are always just somehow. Like, you're going to keep seeing me look to the sides because on my old phone, I've got some notes and everything I have because this was a long time ago. This is in year 10. So yeah, just to help me remember. So cool. Me and Sarah finally, I think I saw her again for the first time in like, I think the first time I saw her was like November. That's the first time I saw her in person in ages. And when I saw her, I was just like, damn, this girl is fine. I said she's fine. Like, you know when you see someone, you're the fan, like even after you're just thinking back, her eyes, her face, her this, her that. That was me. So cool. But then I thought nothing of it. I was just like, oh, she's fine, but she's a friend. It's gonna stay that way. So then remember Millie that I mentioned earlier. So cool. Me, Millie, and Sarah, we formed like this kind of friendship group here. And then they started coming to my school, and like on certain days they would come. I think it was every Tuesday or every Wednesday. I think it was Tuesday. Every Tuesday they'd come, they'd wait outside the gate, and we'd all walk home together because we lived like near each other. We lived like around the same area. So that's what we were doing. yeah, so it started like that. It was calm. Sometimes Sarah wouldn't come, but Millie would come every single week. Millie would come. So sometimes it would literally just be me and Millie. Cool. So now people started people started talking about me and Sarah, yeah. People started shipping us together and saying, they're even making ship names for us, yeah. Every time people see us together, we snapping it and saying things, trying to instigate something. And then now Millie being Millie, she was now planting seeds in my head, whispering things in my ear. The same way the serpent in the garden came to whisper to Adam and Eve. She was the serpent, she was whispering in my ear. Little did I know she would be my downfall. Because this girl was whispering in my ear, trying to like feed me ideas. Oh, you and Sarah will be so cute together. You and Sarah will be so cute together. And 14-year-old me had no brain, no sense at all. Me, I was falling for it like one out there. So then, and now, I'm even getting passionate because I'm just pissed at myself that Anyway, see, I'm even sweating. Try. Anyway, so 14-year-old me, yeah. So Sarah, I'm even getting the names mixed up. I can't. I wanted to be messy and use their real names, but I said I can't do that. I'm a man of God. I'm a businessman now. I'm a businessman. But anyway, Millie was planting ideas in my head, and she was saying stuff like, in fact, she was even feeding me some false information, because the stuff she was basically telling me that Sarah liked me, but she was waiting for me to make the first move. And then she was just on it for ages, yeah. And it got to the point where I was hearing it so much that I basically convinced myself that, yeah, you like this babe. And then I was just like, in my heart of hearts, I knew I didn't really like her, but like, it got to the point where like, I was considering it so much that I ended up actually liking her. Like, some small feelings developed, yeah? Some feelings developed, some of that I was just like, cool, I'm gonna ask this girl. So I now started talking to Millie about it, yeah? And Millie was telling me, oh yeah, do it. When you gonna do it? When you gonna do it? So I was talking to Millie, suggesting days, this. How am I gonna do it? How am I gonna do it? Yeah? So cool. Now it happens. I still remember the day. In fact, I don't even know whether to say this year, because it will make me look like I'm still hung up over it when I'm really not. Okay, cool. It was March 2018, yeah. I gathered the courage, yeah. I remember this day, me, Millie, and Sarah were walking together, yeah. Yeah, my palms were sweating, my armpits sweating. There was a flood in there, bro. My face, bro, the way my stomach was doing catapults. It was tornadoes were in my stomach, bro. I was so nervous, I was so scared. Disclaimer, back in the day, I had no game. I'm sorry to say it, but I had no game. It was sad to see, it was tragic, because what happened next was the tragedy. So we now get to near Millie's house, because Millie lived a bit before me and Sarah, yeah, because Sarah was staying with her cousins again, yeah. So she lived a bit before us, like 5 minutes away from us. So her house came first, and then ours were like later down here. So cool. So now we're waiting to like drop Millie off, and we're just standing together. Obviously, Millie was waiting for me to ask Sarah, yeah, and Sarah was just like, why are we just standing around here? So remember how I said I had no game, yeah? Prior to this day, I'd not mentioned liking the girl. I'd not mentioned liking her to Sarah. I've not mentioned that, cool, that I like you, I see a future, let's take things further. Like, let's see where things go. Like, I think it can be more than that. I've not said jack to her. I've not even entertained the idea. I've not mentioned the idea. She has no clue that I like her. I'm even looking at her in that way. So now, I just turned to her. I look at her, I say, will you go out with me? Like that. Like nothing, no. I'm so embarrassed that the embarrassment is serious. Like you don't understand. I'm cringing. Like, ew. Anyway, so I shot my shot, and she just looked shocked. Like, she was shocked, bro. Like, she was shocked, and she was just like, yeah. And then I was just like, bro, I felt like the guy. I felt like I don't even know what I felt like. I felt like I felt like Aguero when he scored the winning goal to win the Premier League. That's what I felt like. I felt like the guy. I felt untouchable. I was just like, yeah, I've got a base now. Yeah, I'm the guy. No one can chat to me, no one can touch me. I'm the guy, I'm that guy. I did it, yeah. I was lying to us. I was like, I've got game. I get girls. You don't get jack. You don't get jack. Okay. So anyway, I can't like younger me. You needed a beating. You needed a serious flogging. Like So she's like, oh, is this real? Is this real? Like, are you being serious? And then Millie's like, of course it's real. Would I be almost crying if it wasn't? And then she's just like, yeah. And then we hug. It was just, I can't like looking back at it, it was so awkward, yeah. So now we walk Millie back to her house, yeah. And then now me and Sarah are walking together, and it's kind of silent, kind of weird, but I'm just talking, and things seem normal, yeah. Then like I walk her to her house, hug her, then I go back to mine. And like I wasn't skipping, but like I felt like I was skipping. Like I felt like I was walking on air. Guys, you know, when you feel that I can't like I was not in love, but I felt like I was in love. Cause at age 14, you can't understand love. You don't know what love is. You that you're 14, you're 13, thinking you're in a relationship that you're gonna marry this person. Spoiler alert, you're not going to. I'm sorry. I'll be the villain, but I'm saving you. I'm just telling you, if you're 14, you're not in love. Anyway, yeah. So I thought I was in love. I felt like, you know, those movies where like you're tasting colors, you're smelling colors, the air, it feels like you're seeing in 3D. It seems like you're seeing in color for the first time. That's what I felt like. I felt amazing. I felt like, cool, I'm in love. I'm the guy. And I even went like one idiot. I went and I posted on my private story, taken with like one stupid emoji. I'll see if I still have the picture in my camera roll. Yeah. And then yeah, I posted that. And after I felt like I was walking on air. I felt like Jesus, like I could walk on water. So cool. Then we didn't really talk that night. Then the next day, yeah, I'm messaging her and I'm like, I'm just like, cool. Let me start chatting to her. Let me talk to her. Yeah, let me run some game. So I was like, cool. I was like, you're so beautiful. You're this, you're that. Bro, like looking back and I want to throw up. Yeah, but I was trying and I thought I had game. I thought I was sick. I thought I was the cream of the crop, yeah. I don't know who I thought I was, but I thought I was someone that I wasn't. So I was just mentioning, oh, you're beautiful, you're this, you're that, yeah. And then now she's just replying her reply like they're dry. Like they're drier than your knees, they're drier than the Sahara Desert. Like, you know that uncle that has dry feet, but he still insists on wearing slippers everywhere, slippers that show his toes, yeah? They're drier than, her replies are drier than that uncle's feet. So she was just giving me dead energy, yeah? And she was replying with either one word or one emoji. You know the emoji that it only has its eyes, but no facial expression, just the eyes. That's what she was replying to me, saying that she's beautiful, that she's this, that she's that. And I was just confused. I was just like, what's wrong? Like, what's going on? And she was saying that there's something going on, but that she's talking to someone about it and that she'll be okay. I was just like, okay, like you can talk to me if you need to, like, yeah, I'm here for you, all that stuff, yeah. But I didn't really think anything of it, yeah. But then later on, like, I started to get this feeling, yeah, because I've not always, but I feel like it developed around this time, yeah. I got this gut feeling, yeah, where like, you know when they say always listen to your gut, it's true, listen to your gut. Because I just got this gut feeling that something was going on. Like something was going on. So I just got this gut feeling, but I was just like, let me ignore it. Then the next day, the next day is Friday, yeah. So now it's Friday, I'm at school, during that lunchtime or something, she messages me saying, oh, that I want to talk to you about something. And she said that, oh, whatever she was talking to her friend about, that is sorted now. It's like her friend has helped her and it's okay now, but she wants to talk to me about something. So I'm just like, cool, like, we'll talk after school. So cool, after school, I get her, I get to her room, and I'm messaging her on Snap, just like, oh, like, what is it? What's going on? Like, what's wrong? You okay? What did you want to talk about? Just like, you know how at the time you're like, yeah, I'm being a good boyfriend, looking after my babes, this thing. Bro, you're literally a child. Your voice hadn't even broken. Like, relax. Anyway, so now she's messaging me. And then basically she's writing, she's typing for ages. I'm just there in the chat. My big mochi just sitting in the chat like this. So anyway, now she's typing for ages. And then she now posts one fat paragraph. And then she basically saying, basically she broke up with me. Bro, my first relationship lasted 2 days. Wednesday to Friday. And she broke up with me because basically it's even embarrassing that, bro, she said she broke up with me because she didn't want to say yes in the first place. She just said yes because her friend was there and she didn't want to embarrass me. And I can't lie, looking back on it, yeah, she's a good person for that. She's a good person for that. I respect it. But I can't lie, this is for everyone watching. Even if you're in a situation like that, still say no, because you need to think about yourself and think about your life. So yeah, I can't even remember. I think I just said, okay, calm. And I just left the chat, I just exited the chat. And then, bro, I'll be still real. My heart was broken. Not just broken, it was shattered. It was broken, it was scattered. Like, I cried. You know, I cried. Bro, I cried. Me, I don't cry much. I'm not a crier. Like, I can cry like once a year, but bro, I cried. I shed tears. You know when they say you cry like a baby, you're crying so much that you're whimpering. That was me. Yeah, bro, I cried. It was I wish I could go back to younger me and give him a hug, but like he deserved it, because what were you doing? What were you doing, bro? Like, actually behave yourself. Oh yeah. After that year, I was pissed. And I'm the kind of person that I was sometimes, well, back then, like if I was angry, you could see it on my face, yeah. Like the way I'd be screwing my face, you could see it on my face. And I had like this punching back thing in my back guard here. So like I went into the guard, bro. I was punching this thing, punching, punching. I was like Muhammad Ali, I was punching. I was angry. I was beyond pissed. Like I was so vexed that day. So after she sent me the message, at first of all, I laid in bed, cried. Then I went outside, punch, went back to my room, punch walls, went back in bed. I didn't even eat dinner that day. You know what I did? I went and cried myself to sleep. Like, it's crazy because at the time, I can laugh now. I'm even sharing this video so you guys can laugh, you guys can learn. But at the time, I thought my life was over. I was in the dumps. I was just like, Lord, this is it. My life is over. It's done. I'm finished. Lord, take me now. I can't ever recover from this. But here I am, still standing here today. But yeah. Anyway, even though I was 14, let this be a message. Anyone who's going through heartbreak, you will make it. You don't need them. You don't need them, yo. Remember, believe in your source. Even though I had none at the time, I can still say this because I have source now. Believe in your source. Now, looking back on it was even my fault, because like, how can you just ask a babe out of nowhere, like, no relationship, no nothing beforehand, just flat out. Like, that's like going to a random woman and asking, can you marry me? In fact, I hadn't even glowed up at the time. I still had a baby face and everything. So the aftermath of the whole situation was just messy. Like, it was a mess, yeah. So, basically, she tried to, like, she still wanted to be friends, yeah. But I was vexed, I was pissed. Like, I didn't want to be friends with her, I didn't want anything to do with her. Like, I just cut this babe off. I blocked her on Snap. No, in fact, we spent that for the first, from Friday. No, I didn't reply to her, the rest of her messages, yeah, on Friday, because I just said, okay, calm, and I left the chat. So when I went into our chat on Saturday, she was asking, like, oh, can we still be friends? And then I think I said, either no, or I don't want to be friends. And then, like, we're just beefing, like, Saturday and Sunday, we're just beefing. And then I think, yeah, and then I blocked her. Yeah, I blocked her. I was just like, yeah, like, when me and you, we're not going to be friends, but I blocked her. And then after this, she's now like, she's told her friends to tell me that she's sorry, she wants to be friends with her, that I wasn't hearing it. She even showed up to like, my school, waited outside the gates with me. So Sarah waited outside the gates with me with Millie. And I was just like, I'm not hearing it, go away. Like, I aired her in person. Like, she tried to speak to me, I just blanked her and I left. And I just put on my headphones and left. And I was pissed at the anger that was boiling inside me at this time. Like, this is a very angry time in my life. I was so vexed. If you went to school with me, or like you just knew around that time, and you're wondering why I was always so angry, this is why I was so vexed at that time. It's like March to like July, August, I was just angry the whole time because I was heartbroken. So how, like, there's more to the story even. So I told my friend Dotson, yeah, Dotson, if you're watching this, yeah, shout out to you. Like, that's been my guy since primary school. But I can't lie, I told him, and then he now went and blabbed to other people. He went and told people, so other people found out, people in my school, which is exactly what I was trying to avoid. And then, so for that, you're a waste man, but I still love you, bro. No homo. Then I told Stefan Stefan, my brother, this guy will back me to the ends of the earth. So I told you, and he was vexed. I mean, he was pissed because he was like, "Why didn't you tell me in the first place? I would have stopped you from doing something so stupid." Because it was stupid. I'll be real, it was so dumb. Like you're not you like I would like to say that I learned from this experience, but I didn't. But well, that's a story for another day. So in terms of people from my school finding out, that only a couple of people found out, but like I was just doing damage control. Like if people come to me and ask me about her, or ask me about a girl, or say her name, like, oh, like, do you know Sarah? Or apparently something happened with you and Sarah, I'll be like, who's Sarah? Who's that? Who's that? And I'm just like, because I didn't lie, but, and then there was also the fallout with our friends, yeah. So now, you know how girls are, they'll back their girls to the ends of the earth, they'll back their girls till they die. So Millie now didn't want to be friends with me because I wasn't friends with Sarah. And because I had told one of my friends, one of my best friends at the time, yeah, I told her about the situation, yeah, and she said she wanted to fight Sarah, she wanted to beat Sarah up, yeah, and then Millie found out about that and thought that I got someone to threaten to beat Sarah up, yeah, and then because of that, and then also just because of the situation, that even though I explained that I didn't do that, I was just telling my friend, and my friend overreacted by saying she'd beat up Sarah, yeah. Just because of the whole situation, me not wanting to be friends with Sarah and all of that, Millie just like turned against me. Like Millie, Millie hated me. And then her whole friendship group, who loved me before, who was shipping us, now they all hated me. Girls are fake, you know. Girls are actually fake. They all hate me. Like when I passed them, yeah, and it was peak because I would like the way I would walk home, yeah. I have to walk to the station, and there's these bus stops near the station. Almost every time I walk past the bus stops, yeah, their friendship group would be there waiting by the bus stops, so they would see me. So for the next, from year 10 to year 11, every day was a mission trying to avoid them because it was just so long. Not as in I was scared of them, but like it was just as long. You know, you just don't want to see your ex, you just don't want to see people that you don't like. So I was just trying to avoid them on a daily basis. And when I would see them, it would just be awkward, it would just be long, like it was just not nice, just not a nice experience. And then they would yeah, sometimes they would cuss me, and then sometimes they'll see, oh, is that I or you? And then like I don't know, like, you know, I'll just like I should have cussed them back, but I'll just like, you know, AK, you're a child of God. You can't do that. I'll just let it slide and I'll just go. I must have looked like such egg, but like I just left it slide. And like, bro, over the next year or so, there was so many awkward experiences that it was long, yeah. But God saw me through the time, and that's not even the end. So imagine after all of that, yeah, about a year later, I'm doing GCSEs, yeah. Then I see Sarah with one girl, and they're together, they're just walking together, and they see me and they start laughing and whispering, and I'm just like, whatever. Like, it pissed me off. I was just like, whatever, because by that time I was over it, I didn't care. And then, because I was in year 11 now, doing GCSEs, like, in that time I matured a lot. I can't lie, the experience actually made me mature a lot. So I feel like, even though it wasn't a nice experience, I definitely benefited from it in the long run. And then, I see the girl, and a couple of days later, I find out that she's a lesbian, and I'm just like, she did do gay. And then I'm just like, it all makes sense now. Because, like, not just, like, so many things about her personality and just different things were adding up now. But then also, like, it just made sense because who would turn down a fine boy like me? Over sexy. You're banning me. AK Oluwa. International AK. But anyway, I'm trying. That's who I am now. Back then, yeah. I hadn't glowed up yet. Not only had I not glowed up, I also lacked common sense. I was actually hurt at the time though. Like, I was heartbroken, and it gave me trust issues. Like, I became the CEO of Women Are Trash United. I said, I'll never trust a girl again. I'll never date a babe again. I said, you know what? I should go and become a demon. I should go and become a heartbreak. But things, I've never had that in me. I've never been a heartbreaker. I've never been a trash guy. That's just never been me. You don't understand how deep it was. I was listening to heartbreak songs on repeat. In fact, there's even one video, yeah, that I recorded where I'll just, drop the Girls Are Trash video right here.
You're not getting any of this. I know you want it, but like, I'm sorry. I'm a nun now.
You're full of shit.
I'm over that. Girls are trash. Girls are trash. Girls are trash.
But anyway, to draw the video to a close, moral of the story, don't date before you are ready. So, bro, open your ear and listen to me, because this advice is going to save you. It's going to save you time. It's going to save you money. It's going to save you tears. Yeah? Please, I beg, don't date before you're not ready. Like, I wish I could go to younger me and give him a slap for all the rubbish, because, like, you just didn't apply sense. Like, personally, I believe that you shouldn't really date anyone until you're between the ages of 18 and 20, because I'll be real, yeah, dating is a serious commitment, and I genuinely don't think you should date anyone unless God himself has said, this is the person you're meant to date, this is the person you're meant to be with. And if you're not dating for marriage, you're dating for heartbreak at the end of the day. I'll be real with you. I'm always going to keep it real with you guys. With that being said, yeah, let me just say, anybody I dated before the age of 18, yes, we do not date. You weren't my girlfriend. We weren't. You are my childhood friend. In fact, no, you are my childhood friend who helped me to find work experience. That's all it was. Yes, it was a pleasure doing business with you. Shake my hand. But you are my childhood friend who helps me find work experience. So anyway, that's the end of the video, you guys. I hope you liked it. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, comment anything, I reply, DM me, and yeah, peace. I'll see you in a bit.
I put the best hotel top floor. I can't tell if it's not top drawer. Full body mirror, have you got your contour? I got room service, but you said you want more. And I bought us a drink that cost $2